Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Rocco, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Rocco's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves the left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is just a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll notice that Fred keeps that collar high up behind Rocco's ears, which will give you the most control over him while you're trying to work him through his commands. You'll notice that Rocco is sitting very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command that we're going to demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and Fred and Rocco are going to take off doing that now. The command is Rocco heel, and you'll notice that he's been trained to walk very nicely on your left at your pace. So there should be no lagging behind or pulling forward, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So anytime you stop moving your feet, Rocco has been trained to sit automatically and wait for his next command. Very good job. The next command that we'll demonstrate for you today is the stay command. The stay is a hand and a voice command. You want to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Rocco's muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay.
Stay.
Fred will then walk out to the end of the 6-foot training leash. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to Rocco, he's going to walk all the way around him as an added distraction and return back to heel position, and Rocco should remain seated until he receives praise or another command. We'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay for you again. It's important that as you're working Rocco through his commands that you praise him and keep him motivated. We want this to be fun and not drudgery, so let him know if he's doing a good job. You'll notice that Fred had to give Rocco a slight correction. Anytime that he doesn't automatically sit, or if he does break a command, you want to give him a tug and release on his training collar. This time, instead of returning back to Rocco, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. The command is Rocco come. And then we have the finish command where Rocco will walk all the way around Fred, returning back to heel position. We'll show that to you one more time. See that Rocco's been trained to come in and sit in front of you, no jumping up. And then he heels around the back and back to heel position. Beautifully done. Very good job. It's important to incorporate all of these commands into your daily life, but also to set aside about 10 minutes. If you can practice daily, that's great, but if you can't, a few times a week just to keep the commands fresh. That's a correction there. The tug and release. Got a little distracted. Now we're going to show you the down command. You're going to want to take your left hand straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
Down. Stay.
The long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. This is a great exercise to help develop his self-control, so practice this often, both inside and outside your home. When Fred returns back to Rocco, he'll walk all the way around him as he did in the sit stay, and Rocco should remain in the down position until he receives praise or another command. Very good job. As you'll see, there's quite a bit of distraction out here, and Rocco is concentrating and doing a great job. He's completing all of his commands. This time Fred will demonstrate the come command out of the down position.
Come. Good boy.
It's important to let him know he's doing a good job.
Rocco, heel.
And then the finish command where he'll heel around back to left. Good job. The last command that we're going to demonstrate for you today on video is the down from a distance. Fred will leave Rocco in a sit stay, and this time he will give him the down command from the end of the training leash. Very good job. These are all the formal obedience commands that Rocco has learned while he's been here with us at our school. It's been a pleasure having Rocco. He's been a star student. We ask that you keep us posted on his progress once he returns home to you, and we thank you so much for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.